This summer, Atlanta welcomes the world for the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
And this is not just a landmark sporting event. It is a massive chance for small businesses throughout the metro. Atlanta News First anchor Joe Gorcho joins us live from the southwest section of the Beltline tonight. So, Joe, leaders are certainly putting together a game plan to help locals win over fans.
Blair, Chelsea, think about it this way. Winning the World Cup demands great vision and execution. Well, the same goes for small businesses here in the metro this summer when the World Cup comes to town. And tonight, the Atlanta Beltline providing that blueprint for success. This summer, Mercedes-Benz Stadium welcomes a global audience for breathtaking competition. It's clear the coaching playbook isn't just for athletes.
The last time the Atlanta had an opportunity like this, it may have been the Olympics. But guess what? We did not have an Atlanta Beltline.
Speaking at an event on Thursday at Monday Night Brewing, Kelvin Collins, the Vice President of Economic Development at the Atlanta Beltline, shares the vision to prepare small businesses on the Beltline.
First, you want to know which games are happening, when they're happening, and that is part of the toolkit.
The Atlanta Beltline provides an online playbook for the roughly 6,000 small businesses located in and around the Beltline. It's to support strategic decision-making to attract business, provide grants, and even offer training programs with one-on-one coaching.
But you also want to look internally at your business, right? Do I have the inventory? Do I have the resources? Do I have the staff? Am I ready to handle an increased foot traffic?
Collins expects over 300,000 visitors to Atlanta for the World Cup matches. Visitors from all over the world when you consider nations like Spain, Morocco, Haiti, just to name a few, will all play matches in Atlanta.
A platform for us to say, hey, this is what Atlanta culture is like. This is what we can do.
Amici Bertrand, the director of the Atlanta Indie Market, hopes to help small businesses thrive.
Making sure your website lines up with your LinkedIn, making sure your social media aligns with your general presentation. For us, that's the starting point.
And he has his own checklist to seize the moment.
We work to make sure we're on the showcase list, make sure we got our city permits, make sure we got our business license, make sure everything's in line so there's no question we can all operate during World Cup.
This is a global opportunity to position Atlanta as a beacon to the world.
The Atlanta Beltline certainly believes in its game plan along with its 17 miles of continuous paved trail connecting the world to Atlanta culture this summer, hoping to foster shared experiences and shared prosperity. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Joe Gorcho, Atlanta News First.